Well, welcome back. Assistance with moving in costs. I have a handout that if anyone is interested, there are a number of organizations that will help you with moving, and then I have a housing handout for those of you that are having problems. Just give me a call at that bottom number, area code 510-534-4594. If you have a fax machine, I'll fax it to you. Other than that, you'll have to come by and pick it up. Okay. Oh, I want to say this before I get... Remember the DK books? Okay, you guys should have purchased them while we were selling them. DK went through a major corporate takeover.
Yep.
They took over DK for $300 million.
Yep.
And now all of their books are 3 and 4 times more than what they were when we were introducing them to you. Mm-hmm. We still have some available, especially those in the computer. We have some of the Essential Computer series as well as the Essential Managers, those that want to manage business. But once these are gone, they're gone. For example, this book originally cost $6.95. They have gone up to $9.95. Is that right? $9.95. Mm-hmm. So $3 each per book. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you can only you can't buy them through distributors anymore.
No.
You have to purchase them retail now, unless the distributor had the foresight, as somebody we all know and love did, and purchased a whole bunch of the different DK series books.
And basically what I'll be doing with them, I may sell some of them, but I'll probably be giving a lot of them away to my students and to family and friends and things like that, because we still have CDs and books in our
library.
Well, no, my library is, those books don't go, but we still have a box, several boxes of books, right? That we can get that are duplicates, you know, that are we already have those that we were gonna sell, but I'm gonna probably be giving away a lot of them for gifts and things like that, because it's gonna be difficult for you to get a lot of them. So. So much for that.
There's a cruise coming up, but as you, if you're a watcher of SoulBeat, you will see the commercial for the cruise.
Now, I've forgotten the date. Did the date pass by? They were supposed to do that $100?
Actually, the $100 was due yesterday.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yesterday.
But usually
no,
sometimes
it was due it was due yesterday.
Sometimes they'll extend it. You need to.
Sometimes they will extend it. You need to call Irma. She may be in today, although I doubt it. It's a little cold out there, and but she will be in on Monday, and see what you can do if you're still of a mind to go on the cruise in February, I believe it is, February the 4th, I believe.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to go until after July of next year.
The computers that were available last Saturday have been sold, and for those of you that wish to get your kids a computer for Christmas, still have a couple of those that we can put together. The low-cost systems, complete systems, is the price for those is about $250 if you just want the straight low-cost kids computer.
Used computer.
Yeah, it is upgradable, but they're really designed for kids. And so give me a call at that bottom number on your screen. Okay, we've got a phone call. Go ahead,
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I watch your show, and I'm a first-time caller. And what I was calling about, I hear you say you train people to learn computers. Would they be able to get a job or a certificate in computer programming or something?
Well,
we don't have the
long-term training any longer. We do one-day workshops now.
Oh.
Okay,
And the
this is
long-term training we're doing is for CalWorks recipients.
only.
You have to be on welfare?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
So,
And another thing, I heard you're selling children computers for $250.
yes, ma'am.
Where would you call you to ask about that? How do you get
The bottom number on your screen.
Wait, the bottom number?
The bottom number.
Oh, okay then. I'll call.
Uh-huh.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Okay, and for anyone else that wishes to have a computer built, I will be out of the state next week, but I will return the following week. So that would be, I'll be back around mid-month, right? Yes. And so if you want a system built for a child, I can do that between the time I get back and Christmas time. But it's going to be tight, so you got to get to me early. All right? Okie dokie.
Okay, this is a flyer that's available to CalWorks recipients, and this is basically what it says. Got a job? If you get a job and are no longer eligible for CalWorks, you may still be eligible for food stamps.
Yep.
Did you know that you could have earnings and still receive food stamps?
Yep.
The food stamp program is a nutritional program that can assist you by providing coupons to purchase food.
Yep.
There may also be other programs and benefits to help you as you move from welfare to work, such as Medi-Cal, child care, child support, earned income credit, and transportation services. For more information, call 1-888-999-4SSA.
By the way, why don't we mention this,
Earned
that
income
we're
credit.
trying to get,
I did. The video I said,
Okay.
because I said that.
I must have been, I think I was gone at that
Okay, you
time.
may have been when
Yeah.
the lady, I told her to call me about earned income credit.
I was here
because
for that, but-
there's millions of dollars of earned income credit money that no one
is claiming.
and IRS is doing a reach out program right
Yep.
now, and they're trying to change their image and the
Yep.
whole bit. So they're literally begging people to come and get the earned income credit.
If you're
that
eligible
they're
for
eligible
it, yeah, they want you to apply and get that money.
Yeah, ranging for what, $300 to $3,000?
It's $3,000.
The $300 is good.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
especially when that's somebody's welfare check. That $300 is equivalent to a welfare check.
Yep, roughly.
I'm still promoting signing up for direct deposit of your checks. For those of you that already have bank accounts, you can make that arrangement because the way the system is set up now, folks are stealing checks left and right.
Yep.
I've already had a number of my students' checks to be stolen.
Yep.
And it was devastating to them, and it was proven that it wasn't their signature and the whole bit, but before they can recover that loss, they've gone through all kind of stuff. And if they had a direct deposit, that money would have directly been deposited to your account. Some people are saying, well, I don't want them to mess with my account. They're not going to mess with your account. The only thing they're going to do is deposit your welfare check if you are eligible for it.
Right.
You won't get it if you're not eligible for it, which means that's the same thing. If you went down to the check cashing place to pick up your check, it won't be there if you
Yep.
weren't eligible for it, and things of that nature, or you didn't receive it in the mail. But in this case, it prevents you from having to take your check, go to a bank and cash it, and etc. You are able to, if you have a checking account, you can write your bills and not get those money orders that you're getting every month to pay your bills.
That
You know,
costs
those
you
little
money,
monies
yeah.
add up.
Yeah.
You know, and then at the same time, you don't have to go to the check cashing places or even the little corner stores who are charging you a certain percentage,
Yep.
you know, in order to cash that check for you. They're trying to help you save a little bit of that money that you do have. But I can't stress, the direct deposit program, that's the way you should go. They also have a statewide fingerprinting imaging system.
Yep.
For CalWorks recipients.
Yep.
Now, beginning February 2000, CalWorks and food stamp regulations require that the following applicants and recipients must be fingerprint imaged. Okay, for CalWorks, each parent and or caretaker relative living in the home of an applicant or aided child, each parent and or caretaker relative receiving or applying for aid on the basis of an unaided excluded child, such as a child, aid on the basis of an unaided excluded child, such as child getting SSI, SSP, each aided or applicant adult, and each aided or applicant pregnant woman on a case consisting of the woman only. For food stamps, all eligible adult household members in the food stamp case. So, what they're saying is they want your fingerprints in order for you to receive services, and it's going to be placed in a database on computer. And so they're going to know, and how they're going to do that, they're going to prevent people from cashing these checks that don't belong to them. I'm having some difficulty finding out why would somebody cash the check. Now, if you had the money to cash the check, you're probably in business. You didn't bother, just like the store that cashed one of my girls' checks. Little old corner store. Okay, cash the check. And what they didn't know is once they submit that to the county, they're not going to be reimbursed. Because that check was stolen.
Fraudulent.
Why didn't you ask the people for ID? You know, to make sure that that was the person's name that's on that check. That's the person that you're cashing that. Well, that direct deposit will prevent you from having that problem. And then now they're going to start fingerprinting all over the place. So, and then the people that are going to be cashing the checks are going to also ask for your fingerprint. So pretty soon you're not going to be able to cash these checks illegally once they get all that stuff put together. And they're going to mess around, and we're going to have a whole bunch of people doing 20 years in jail before they get all of it together the way they want, because they're not catching you as fast as they want to, because the system is not all together. And about time they catch you, if you're doing something on a continuous basis that you're not supposed to do, the next thing you know, you're going to receive a letter saying you like $10,000-$20,000 overpaid for welfare fraud, because they had to do the research and investigation first.
And they come get you.
And they come get you. They walk you right out your house.
Or wherever they find you.
I'd like for someone to call me and tell me, I want to know who participated in the City of Oakland's 2000 Citizen Survey. Okay? And it looks like it was a sample of 750 people. From March 11th through March 20th of this year. And looked like it was done by Fairbank, Moslem, Muldoon, and Associates, a research company. And it has a lot. I want to know who participated in that. I'm going to be going through what some of the stuff they're talking about. You know, things like residents who feel safe in their neighborhoods rate the city's quality of life much higher than do residents who feel unsafe, and then they have some percentages there. And they ask these questions. I didn't participate in it. I want to know someone that did. And what areas of Oakland. Interviews with 750 Oakland residents whose phone numbers were randomly selected. Interviews conducted in English, Spanish, Cantonese, Tagalog, is that what they call that? And Vietnamese. Margin of error for the full sample is plus or minus 3.6%. Comparison data shown for 1995 survey of 500. So in 1995 they did the survey of 500 people. They did 750 this time, and they, you know, they have samples of like Oakland residents are increasingly happy with the city's quality of life. And then they have excellent, good, fair, poor, and you know what the percentages are. Residents who feel safe in their neighborhoods and all that stuff. And education, crime, and a lack of affordable housing are viewed as the city's most serious problem. They have that broken down. About education and crime over here. I wanted to know what areas, you know, they deal with the unemployment, tension between racial or ethnic groups, and that type stuff. Being able to know your neighbors, having predominant performing arts groups like symphony or ballet. They talk about all kinds of things.
Yep, so anybody having participated in this 2000 citizen survey that happened
March
11th through the 20th of this year, give us a call at that bottom number, and if you would please. We have a phone call, I believe.
Hello, caller.
Yes, I just got up this morning, excuse me, and I caught the tail end of that number about the job. I need to have you to get that number to me.
Okay.
Give us a call at that bottom number.
Right.
I should have a fax there, and I'll give you all the information.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, no one called in to give us the rumba.
Yeah. Right. See, your contests are just too difficult.
No, they're not. I gave the answers last week. All they had to do was call in and give the answers.
I understand, but they didn't want to fire up that VCR to look back and see what the answers were.
We have a caller.
Okay, go ahead, caller.
Yes. I want to get information on that. What is it? Ain't AFDC no more. What is it now?
It's
CalWorks.
CalWorks now.
Okay, like.
Well, it's TANF.
Yeah. Well, I'm on it. I mean, I'm not on it. My daughter's on it. So I'm handicapped, right? And I draw Social Security. So, like.
Your daughter? How old is your daughter?
She's 12.
She's 12.
I mean 11.
You wouldn't. No. You would have to be receiving CalWorks also.
So I'm not in the program.
Right. You would have to be receiving CalWorks also in order to be eligible to receive the services free.
Oh, okay. All right. But
we're working on the disabled and stuff like that, and the seniors.
Yeah.
Yeah. But is I'm eligible for the direct deposit?
Well, you're on what?
Let me see what they say here.
You said you're on Social Security?
Yes.
Yeah.
Social Security will do that direct deposit.
Yeah.
But he's talking about his welfare check.
Yeah.
You should be able to have that welfare check direct deposit.
Yep. I would think so.
I'm on Social Security direct deposit.
You can have your Social Security. They already have that in place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that in place.
Okay, but yeah, you can have
should
your
be able to
welfare
do
check
that.
deposit. Your daughter's welfare check could be and just give me a call if you want to come by. I have the applications.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Okay, we've got about what, 5 or 6 minutes, Allende? Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna the last thing I'm gonna deal with today, as far as employment is concerned, I was a few weeks ago I was dealing with answering the tough questions, such as why don't you tell me something about yourself? I've interviewed people that have more experience in education than you. Why should I hire you? What are your strengths? I'm going to talk about what is your biggest weakness, because they usually ask you that question. I'm not going to tell you how to answer it just yet. I want you to think, and then next week we'll talk about it. But there are 3 ways to answer the weakness question. 1, you turn a strength into a weakness back into a strength. Number 2, you turn a weakness into a strength. And number 3, you use humor. Next week I will give you 3 examples of each of those, one of each of those. And then you'll figure out how you want to answer it the next time you're in an interview. and they ask you, what is your biggest weakness? Hello,
Okay.
caller.
Go ahead, caller. Good morning.
Yes, we've been talking about, tenants' rights, landlord rights. I'd like to say this, and I know that, you're just a listener to hear my voice. I used to own property here in Oakland, and I still own my own home here in Oakland, but I had 2 or 3 units, and the people gave me so much trouble, all the tenants. And they had children, and I just, eventually I just got so tired, I sold it and bought me a Mercedes.
There you go. Right on.
That's how you do it, girl.
That's what you do.
They forget trying to help y'all.
So tired because you fix your place up, really fix it up, put in alarm systems, sprinkler systems, and you do the works for some of these people, and they really don't appreciate anything.
That's right.
And, I hate to sound gross and negative like that, because it really is.
But it's the truth.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
Exactly what
It's
happened.
the truth.
Yeah.
And
I just got so tired, and then I lost my husband, and there was nobody else to, fix it up, so you have to call in professional people.
And that just cost too much. You wasn't making no money.
Not a cent.
Right. See, and you in business to make money. Yeah.
And just get rid of it, because a lot of tenants, they complain, you don't do this, you don't do that, you do all these things, and they still, you have to
tear it
call the
up
police out because they want to jump on you. And I couldn't stand that. I just couldn't stand it. So all I can say is it's a really pitiful situation here in Oakland, but it's going to get worse.
It is.
Before it gets better.
You're right.
And so much for listening to my voice.
You're welcome.
And thank you for calling.
Thanks.
All right.
Because we need more calls like that, because we've been telling you the landlords are tired of you.
That's right.
They don't want no more Section 8.
Thank you.
You're tearing up the properties, and now the government used to take a responsibility for a lot of that. So now they're left it up to the landlords to take responsibility, and then they have these unruly kids tearing up the property. And so now the landlords are able to get you out of there and raise those rents up because you done tore the property up.
That's it.
See, that's how they're able to do it, because you've torn the property up, and they have to spend all this money to fix it up. Their insurance didn't cover it. That's one of those parts that I told you about when I was reading the arbitration there. You tore the property up, their insurance didn't cover it, they had to spend out the money, now they can raise their rents.
You bring this on yourselves, folks.
You brought it on yourself.
Okay, we've got another phone call. Go ahead, caller.
How you guys doing this morning?
Hey, how you doing, Paige?
Boy, I swear to God, you guys need to be on in double prime time. Double prime time. One of my favorite programs or some of my favorite people.
Thank
I
you.
got some more bad news.
Uh-oh.
I had a lengthy conversation with the Oakland Housing Authority. I'm going to tell my brothers and sisters there's some bad news coming up. When they start closing down these, what we call projects, you're not getting back in. You're not going to get in the area. The system that they went through before, they learned from their mistakes.
That's right.
The Oakland Housing Authority is very upset with black people.
That's right.
And I'm saying black people on top, because they talk about these Chicanos, but black people, I swear to God,
we messed up.
Serious trouble if we don't take care of some serious problems.
That's right.
We have to.
That's right.
So let a word to the wise be sufficient. Those of you who are wise, those of you who are ignorant, we're going to try to teach you. But the fools, ain't nothing we can do about a fool.
That's right.
I told you all some years ago when James Barnes used to come on about how the welfare system was going to change. Now, when they stop giving you the money and give you that little plastic card, what you going to do then?
Well,
that's right. And it's on its way.
That's right.
Yep.
It is on its way. They're in the midst of, they got it on the table now.
Yeah.
Finest Alexander.
Yes, sir.
This is directed especially to you, brother.
Oh, Lord, here we go. When am I coming by there?
You in coming to my basement.
See.
I told you what's there. So I hope before or if you get back from wherever you take care of business for me.
Yeah, okay, I'll tell you what, Paige. Like I said, I'm going to be leaving Monday.
Okay.
All right, and I'll be coming back for next Saturday's show. Barring the airline problems I had last time. Because, see, I should have been back for that show, you know, that 2-week show.
Yeah.
And if it hadn't been, you know, if I had just talked to that janitor in Dallas-Fort Worth Airport before I talked to the Delta people, I'd have made it back here. But anyway, like I said, I'll be gone from Monday through Friday, and barring any unforeseen circumstances, I'll be back on Saturday, next Saturday.
Well, you know, brother, come back safely because, you know, you may not think that you're a soldier, but you are a soldier because you give out some very vital information to us flatland people.
Well, thanks a lot,
And
Paige.
Cheryl Dockery, I mean, what can I say about you, sister? I mean, you've been in the struggle for so long. You know, both of y'all are great, and I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I can do anytime, any place. Call me, please.
Appreciate it.
Y'all take care.
Okay, now.
All right.
Thank you for calling.
Okay, we have got 1 minute.
Couple of minutes,
We've got
1 minute?
No, we're getting the wrap-up sign. So here we out of here.
Nobody didn't win anything, so we'll be here next week talking about self-sufficiency, how black folks are going to become self-sufficient, because we are not a self-sufficient people.
Yep.
We got to plan it. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. Same time, same station, next week. We love you.
Well, I don't love all of them.